Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the old Halfway to Dead bonus content again today. This one's with Chrissy. So if you guys haven't listened to episode 41 yet with Chrissy Mellinger, go back. You got to listen. She's amazing. So these are conversations that we kind of had after the fact or during the conversation, kind of both. And it was interesting conversation that maybe we started tangenting off a little bit from our holistic business coaching, and we headed off a few different directions, but we had so much fun. You guys, we talked Reiki, dogs, husbands, and we talked more about her spirit, where she's at in her spiritual journey, because she's starting to channel. She's getting some stuff. She's opening up. So we talked about that. I talked about how I used my intuition when I had my photography business. Guys, it's just more wonderful little conversation insights between Chrissy and I. So jump in and just hear a little bit more of some of the fun convo we had. At least you feel settled and like you're on the right path.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. And is your husband on board with all this?
He is supportive of it, but he is definitely someone who needs to see the evidence and the science.
Yeah.
So he, by ancestry, is Jewish, but was not raised in any kind of way other than like they put out Christmas decorations because his mom loves Christmas decorations. And they did some things differently. But he will have really amazing conversations about like energetics or what oneness is or what Reiki is. And he'll ask me like, hey, can you give me some Reiki? Like I'm feeling kind of funky today.
So he's into it. Like, cause I hear this a lot from women, that their partners are supportive, but no, they're not doing all this stuff we're doing, which is fine. We don't need people to do what we're doing. Just don't be rude about it. Be supportive. Right?
I will say it's been really fun because over the last probably like 8 or so months, he's getting more into it, where like he's using EFT tapping, which is energetics based. He's doing journaling and scripting on his own, like without me. And it's just been really interesting to see him kind of go on his own journey of what that looks like for him and approach it differently.
Yes. Okay. Side note too, because I love dogs too, and you love dogs. Do you do Reiki on your dogs?
I got Reiki certified because of my dogs.
I think that makes sense. I love that. Yep. So you do.
I do. Yes.
I had someone come do Reiki. One of my guests came and did Reiki on my animals too. And I loved it. I thought it was super cool. Yeah.
Mine are like, they're 10 and a half, almost 11 now. And I, like I said, it's been a few years. They were both having so much arthritis pain. I was like, how can I help them? And we did a couple sessions.
Reiki certified. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I think it works. Everything's energy. How can it not work? Mm-hmm. There's like science behind that too, you guys. Okay. Well, we're not going to get off on a Reiki tangent because it's not her specialty, but I heard you. We were talking about Reiki and I was like, oh, I wonder if she does it with the dogs. Because I got my part 1 certification, just part 1, kind of mostly for myself. And I was thinking I could use it for my animals too.
That's so sweet. I love that.
No, I'm like, what can I do to help my... So I used to have my own photography business for 15 years. I ran my own studio and I had a store and I don't know, all kinds of shit. Okay. And I used to take on clients, like you said, whether it was for a wedding or doing business shots, whatever it was, whatever the photography was. There were some of them that I would take because they paid what I was charging, and the bills got to get paid, and I could do it professionally. I could do it. It'll turn out well. It'll be great. But then you get to it and you're like, oh, I don't like these people. This is torture, right? Like I feel like I would know sometimes. I'd meet with a couple. Let's say it's for a wedding. And I meet with a couple and blah, blah, blah. And it got to the point where if I didn't feel a connection with the couple, I didn't want to take it anymore. I stopped taking it because I'm already going to be taking a Saturday away from my family and my life for these people. And yes, I'm getting paid. And yes, it's going to help me pay my bills. But I'm not spending that whole day with a bunch of people that I just want to strangle. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's a matter of, I can tell our values don't line up. And so I don't think I can spend the whole day with you and your family. I don't think I can do it. Of course, I didn't tell them that, Chrissy. We don't tell people that, just so you know out there. You don't say, yeah, you're bad. I'm not doing this. Like, I don't like your vibe. You can't say that, okay, out loud. I'm not saying I said that to anyone, okay? Yeah. If you're listening and I didn't take your wedding back in the day, that doesn't mean I was thinking this. And there might be another reason. But I had a much better day when I chose the clients that aligned with me. I had wonderful day. I had awesome Saturdays where I was working. It was someone's wedding and I vibed with everyone. It was fun. I got, you know what I mean? I was able to do my job better because I was getting their authentic smiles. I was getting their authentic personality, right? Versus someone who I'm oil and water with. I mean, I'm not getting a great smile out of you. Guess what? I don't even think I care if I get a good smile out of you. If I don't. Oh God. All right. If you're an old client listening, love you. No, like no, but you're right. In business, we have to see, does this align? Does this feel right? Because guess what? There's only so many Saturdays in a month, if you're a photographer, that you can commit to. And if you're filling them up with a bunch of people who don't line up, you don't have room for the people who come that would have. Do you know what you're channeling yet?
I don't.
You feel more connected to like angels, spirit guides. Are you tapping in Akashic records? Are you like talking with those from the other side? What are you doing? What are you tapping into? Do you know yet? Or are you working with someone?
I don't fully know yet. I am working with someone. I definitely think some of it is other side. Like I've had specific things come through and I'm like, oh, okay.
And by other side, are you meaning those have passed before us, ancestors? Are you talking, I mean, listen, I can talk whatever. Are you talking angels, aliens, spirit guides? What do we got? God, Jesus himself? I think they're all there to be channeled. So you tell me.
I think, I freaking love you, by the way. I love this. I think it is past ancestors. And I also think that it is spirit guides because I've had some very interesting, sometimes slightly terrifying, I'm going to call them dream experiences because they're happening while I'm asleep, where I'm physically feeling the things that are happening in the dream. And those have definitely been in part spirit guides, either mine or others. I just don't know yet.
Okay, so they're coming through while you're sleeping. So they like when you're more in your theta and everything else. So do you meditate quite a bit?
I actually almost never meditate.
That's what they're waiting for you to meditate. Because you're getting this through your sleep because that's the only place they can get through to you is in your freaking sleep, right? Subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
When you open it up during the day, you can drop in. You can get to theta and some of these other little levels when you're meditating. And then you're going to get the good stuff and you're going to remember it all so you can write it down. Or channel for other people. Who knows? God, by 2026, you might be coming back on the show to tell us about your channeling.
Right?
Your intuitive business coaching. Yeah, you're intuitive.
They might switch again. I will.
If you need to practice, you just Zoom me or whatever. We'll practice. You can, tap into me. See what you got. I'm pretty open.
I love it.
You can channel for me. I've had all kinds of people channeling for me lately that never have before. I had a guest channel the Pleiadians for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay. And I'd never had it done before. It was the coolest thing ever. So no, I'm open to whatever you're channeling. You can channel for me. Yep. Just let me know. I know. No, I love the animals. In fact, my dog right now, he's not little, but my dog, he hates it. Only when I record, he has to go in his kennel because that dog will be chill and fine all day, lazy as a bone. For some reason, the minute I go to record, he needs this, he needs that. He's tip-tapping his feet around. He's snoring real loud. So I give him a special treat only when he has to go do that. But I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy, but this is on you. I've tried to leave you out. Mm-hmm. And you can't handle yourself. So you just got to go kennel in for a little bit. I got a fuzzy blanket in there. It's lovely. It's got his favorite chewy. He's fine. But he'll be waiting. And every once in a while, I'll hear him howling. I'll be like, don't forget I'm out here, Mom. Yeah, he'll howl a little bit, my little rescue buddy. But yeah, no, he'll be excited when we get done. No. Which I knew you were a dog person, so I was like, maybe you could stay up. But no, because I'm not going to be distracted by your crazy breathing and barking, and that'll be exactly when UPS comes to the front fucking door. No, no, we're not doing that today. I'm not going to disrespect other people's time either. Like, no, I'm sorry. You're spoiled fucking rotten. You can be in a kennel for 1 hour. It's fine. No.
I'm a big fan of natural light, and we're lucky that like our house has a lot of
it. Yeah.
Everything gets closed when I'm on any kind of recording.
So they can't see outside.
They all know.
You have to. Yep.
Because it's the perfect height for their chin so they can just watch.
Oh, and there's a squirrel running. There's birds. There's squirrels. Who knows what's coming through the yard? And then shit it's going to hit the fan. No, I know. I've tried that. I've tried that during this. I'll shut all the blinds. For some reason, that damn dog still knows I'm recording and needs something from me. And I'm like, no, buddy. You're not a little dog either. You can't just be all up in here on my lap. Like, you're not a cat. Anyway.
What right now?
I know, and I almost, you get to the point you're like, all right, I'll just cancel the recording. All right, buddy. Yes, you are my number one. I get it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had whole conversations with him that are probably recorded. But, yep, that's who I talk to during the day. My dogs, duh.
Yep.
No better conversation than with a dog. Yeah, whatever.
I've been home for 2017, I transitioned from an in-person job to an at-home job.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was still in office until the pandemic. The biggest adjustment, I think, for him wasn't like being home or any of that. Was I talk to the dogs all day long, and we'll have full-on conversations.
Sure,
like this is what we're doing, and this is. He literally looked at me one day because we had to share an office, and he's like, who are you talking to? Like, you don't stop talking all day. And I'm like, it's just me and the boys.
Like, yeah, like, mind your business. I'm having conversations. That's not your problem. Go away. No, because sometimes my husband would be around. I'll be like, I love you. And he'll be like, who are you talking to? And,
not you.
And he knows it's the dog. He knows I'm talking to the dog. I'll be like, I love you so much. And he'll look over. And how do I get out of this? I'm like, both, I guess. No. And he knows. He already knows I was talking to a dog or a cat. I was for sure talking to a dog or a cat. If you're saying it that lovingly, too. Like, I love you so much. Like, who's the best little boy ever? And my husband's like, Jesus. I'm home all day with the dogs now. So just get used to it. I don't care. They can understand me. I understand them. It's fucking fine. Yeah. No, I love my animals. I could live with probably just animals. Be pretty okay. Yep.
See, my hubby can cook.
Okay, he can. See, mine is only. I gotta cook. Oh God. All right, you gotta keep her. Yep.
Yeah.
He cooks. Keep him.
Put up with him thinking I'm nuts.
No, he loves your dogs and he cooks. Done. Is there more? What more do you really need? I think that's plenty.
I mean, he is taller than me, so he can reach the stuff high up, which is helpful.
Bonus. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he takes care of all the bugs and all the gross things.
And does he take the garbage out?
Dishes. He does.
All right. You're set. You're good.
I'm not. I will put up with all of his and I'm not.
Yeah. No need to change anything there. Yep. You're good. No. He's good. He's a keeper. Oh, God. All right. I could talk all day, but I'm not going to take up your whole day. You got shit to do. You're running a business, right? I get it. Okay.
This was so much fun, though. Like,
it's so fun.
For reaching out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, this is going to be good. Perfect. All right. Thank you. And this has been great. I've appreciated this so much.
Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I gotta get my dog out of his cage. No.
Yep.
All right, thanks. Bye.